The following is an important announcement from After Hours Cinema.
Hey, and welcome to another episode of After Hours Cinema. I'm your host, Lee Turner, and tonight we're revisiting the 1972 cult classic Horror Express, directed by Eugenio Martin, starring horror icons Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing. This Spanish-British production is one of the crown jewels of the public domain horror canon. This film is loosely based on RKO Pictures' The Thing from Another World, released in 1951. This movie is a unique creature feature residing in its own subgenre, and it can be considered a trailblazer of sorts for the horror and sci-fi genre with its monster on a train plot and icy European setting. What the movie achieves above all else is a romping good ride with lots of shared screen time between the greats Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing, along with a compelling creature and just enough scares to keep even die-hard horror fans entertained. Of course, Hunter has some great intermission treats lined up for you, along with another great lessons learned by the gorgeous duo of Pamela Such and Monica Hayes, plus some great retro trailers and Queen Malvolia herself. And as a bonus, we're mixing things up with classic horror and indie horror by showcasing Matt Lill and Matthew Fessel's film Hat during tonight's intermission. A little bit about the plot before we board this train. It follows a scientific expedition returning from Siberia with a frozen creature they believe to be the missing link. But as the train barrels across Russia, passengers start turning up dead. So can the heroes defeat the frosty beast and survive the terrible night aboard the doomed train? Let's find out. Here's 1972's Horror Express.
following report to the Royal Geological Society by the undersigned Alexander Saxton is a true and faithful account of events that befell the Society's expedition in Manchuria. As the leader of the expedition, I must accept responsibility for its ending in disaster, but I will leave to the judgment of the honorable members the decision as to where the blame for the catastrophe lies.
I'm sorry, there isn't a seat left.
My name is Saxton, Alexander Saxton. If you will check, you will find a telegram I sent you 3 weeks ago instructing you to reserve accommodation for me.
There's nothing I can do. Hello? Yes.
At the baggage store, that is right.
Yes.
Well, look who's here. Professor Saxton, I presume?
Dr. Wells,
And what are you doing in Shanghai?
I've asked you the same thing.
Oh, I'm just collecting a few specimens. Miss Jones, let me introduce Professor Alexander Saxton. He dabbles in fossils and bones.
Glad to meet you, Professor.
I do.
Miss Jones has been assisting me. Bacteriology, excellent technician.
For a woman, he means.
求妻呢？叫入名。有傲气呢？
太和开始传播。
Excuse me. 2 private compartments to Moscow, if you please.
Do you say? Will that be all?
And 3 crates of animals.
Impossible.
I know I'm asking you to perform miracles, but perhaps it will help. Thank you. It's called squeeze in China. The Americans don't know how.
And in Britain, we call it bribery and corruption. Now, sir, excuse me.
You... Get out!
Huh? Sir Alexander Saxton?
Yes?
Captain O'Hagan, sir. General Wang told me to find you, and to make myself useful.
Now I remember. I do have your Excellency's ticket. Your ticket, right here.
Thank you.
And the Lord have mercy on his soul.
Not that he deserves it, the dirty thief. You have his things?
You knew him?
Krasinski, the locksmith, he could open any trunk with a hairpin.
A thief? But he was blind.
Blind, he could spot a policeman a mile away. I'll be damned.
The work of the devil.
Can I be of any assistance, Father?
This is yours.
It is, but I demand an explanation.
Whatever you have here is unholy and must be destroyed.
Inspector Mirov, what is in there, Excellency?
Fossils.
What is a fossil?
A stone.
Stones.
There wouldn't be something valuable in there, like gold.
Gold? It's a laboratory specimen. No value to a thief.
Where there is God, there is always a place for the cross. Even on this stone floor, just so. But Satan is evil. And where evil is, there is no place for the cross.
Rubbish. A conjurer's trick. Captain?
Yes, sir.
You get your men to put the crate on a train.
Ready? Lift it up. Off you go. Where's crate C?
It's all right, sir.
It's not him.
Be careful with this one. Oh, thank you.
Follow me. you going to astound the scientific world with this time?
You'll read about it in the Society's annual report. It's a remarkable fossil.
Fossil? But you've got something live in there, I heard it.
You're mistaken.
You only defeated then.
The occupant hasn't eaten in 2 million years.
That's one way to economize on food bills.
Baggage man. Alinka, what's the matter with you?
Yes, Countess?
You have a safe of valuables?
Yes, Countess. I shall make out a receipt.
Excuse me. Alinka's afraid of something. What do you have in that crate?
Oh, nothing that would interest Alinka, madame.
Normally she likes Englishmen. All we Poles do.
I am honored, madame.
Oh yes, England. Queen Victoria, crumpets, Shakespeare.
I admire Poland, madame. I believe that there is a bond between our countries.
My husband, the Count Petrovsky, says that in the 15th century, your King Henry betrayed us to the Russians.
I hope that you and your husband, madame, will accept my profoundest apologies.
Oh, she's really afraid. I wonder what it is.
May I escort you back to your carriage, madame? Yours?
Oh, thank you. Excuse me.
Yes?
I was on the platform before when that mad monk was carrying on.
Yes?
I'm an engineer, a scientist. And this is ordinary chalk. How do you explain it's not writing on that crate?
Hypnosis, yoga. These mystics can be very convincing. They can even hypnotize themselves.
The fresh food we will pick up. Who will pay for it, sir? Oh, just give an account of how much you spend. If someone were to drill a little hole in this crate during the night and take a look at what's inside, I'd be very grateful.
It's in order.
Help me.
In what way, madam?
Is this number 8?
That's next to our Wells compartment.
There, don't cry. Everything will be all right.
Excuse me.
Sorry, dear fellow, I'm afraid you're in the wrong pew. Here, number 8, you see?
8A, lower berth. 8B, upper berth.
Don't worry. Look here. I was supposed to have this compartment to myself.
If you don't mind.
I'm sorry if I'm in your way.
Excuse me. I have no ticket and I have to get out of Shanghai. I'm sure I can make it worth your while.
The young lady's in trouble.
Well, what do you suggest we do about it?
Couldn't you double up with somebody else?
Miss Jones?
Steady.
I'm sure we can all get along very well together.
When the Englishman comes to call, what should I wear?
Sure of yourself, aren't you? The blue one with the décolleté. Or perhaps the red one.
You're jesting with her immortal soul.
That's why we keep you, Pujardov. Our immortal souls are your concern.
She's afraid of something.
Tell me, Pujardov,
Yes.
which do you think I should wear for the Englishman? The red or the blue?
Enough. I forbid you to talk this way.
You forbid?
Forgive me, Your Excellency. My concern for the spiritual welfare of the Countess, I forgot myself. I will pray for humility.
Pray hard, Pujardov, or you'll find yourself praying for a job, too.
Oh, it's the piece I was playing. I wonder who it is.
That's absurd. What's all this doomsday stuff? Doomsday stuff. Doomsday stuff. Doomsday stuff. Doomsday stuff. Doomsday stuff. Doomsday stuff. Doomsday stuff.
Doomsday stuff. Doomsday stuff. Doomsday stuff. Doomsday stuff.
Whatever your choice from the snack bar, things go better with Coke.
Exciting, morbid, perverse, ambiguous, enigmatic, more fascinating than ever. Barbara Steele in an original and passionate interpretation of the double role of Muriel and Jenny. Jenny, tender, fragile, romantic. Muriel, perfidious, dangerous, sensual. Two beings bound by a single fate and a single sinister secret. Two contrasting individuals, two opposite and distinct personalities. One woman with two faces, or two women with the same face but profoundly different. A fearful doubt, a sinister enigma which becomes an obsessive nightmare in the night of the doomed. The story of a guilty and frenzied passion which lives beyond the borders of death. Victim of the sorcery of a merciless and diabolical sadist.
I'll stay with you with my body and my senses until someone comes and destroys my heart.
Now that damned voice will be silent forever, and then we'll be rid of you once and for all!
No, Stephen, I can't stand it!
In the blood-curdling atmosphere of a thrilling drama in which the forces of evil unleash their sorcery and open the gates of the unknown, reality and nightmare merge, sweeping the possessed lovers into the night of the doomed.
About last night. It wasn't just an hallucination. It was something unreal and mysterious. And when I was in bed, I knew I was with you when I heard the heartbeats. I was awake. And also when you...
I know, my dear. You told me. But it can't have been anything but delirium in your mind.
Your wife is not mad, but she runs the risk of becoming so if she continues to live here in this castle.
Is it perhaps the eye of a sick mind which calls up visions that trespass upon the other world? Or are they the fears, the boundless hatred and terror of a monstrous reality that drag a human being to the edge of madness? The Night of the Doomed, a human drama that goes beyond human life. The Night of the Doomed, a film that will take your breath away, that will hold you spellbound, that you will never forget. Produced by Cinematographica Amici and directed by Alan Grunwald. Soon on this screen.
We hope you're enjoying your visit here this evening. Now,
on with the show.
Hey, and welcome back to After Hour Cinema, our first break in 1972's Horror Express. One of the film's greatest achievements is convincing atmosphere with its 1906 costumes and decor, along with the icy European setting. You might be surprised to learn that the film was produced on a relatively low budget of $300,000. In fact, the movie was so low budget, there was only one train car available for filming, which required it to be redecorated for each scene. Another interesting note about the film's production is that, like many European films of the time, the entire movie was shot with almost no sound. The actors dubbed in their lines in post-production, along with the sound effects and other audio cues being added in as well. In Horror Express's case, the cast all spoke many different languages, so English had to be dubbed in for an American audience down the road. Lucky for us, the stars Peter Cushing and Christopher Lee dubbed their own voices in.
I forbid you to talk this way. You forbid?
While he's yet to make an appearance, the bald Cossack captain is played by Telly Savalas, star of another Eugenio Martin film, 1972's Pancho Villa. Savalas is perhaps best known for his role in 1973's police series Kojak. Savalas agreed to appear in the film for a mere $22,000 as he needed his Horror Express paycheck to lease a London apartment for his then girlfriend at the time, who just happened to be the mother of future desperate housewife Nicolette Sheridan. Talk about an interesting connection, but I digress. Is everyone warm and toasty yet? Good, so now let's get back to the icy train ride of Horror Express.
I thought one of you might know what happened to the baggage man.
I haven't the remotest idea.
What about you?
Perhaps it had something to do with what's inside that crate.
I agree with you. He was trying to open it when something happened. What?
Fortunately, he was interrupted.
Yes. By whom? Why are you so worried about it being opened?
It may be my fault. I asked the baggage man to take a look. I was curious.
It was no concern of yours. Or of yours.
One man dead, another missing. It's time we open this box.
You will do no such thing.
Give me the key. See if you can open the crate with that. Go ahead.
It's the baggage, man.
What was in there?
I told you, a fossil, part ape, part man. It lived 2 million years ago.
Are you telling me that an ape that lived 2 million years ago got onto that crate, killed the baggage man and put him in there, then locked everything up neat and tidy, and got away?
Yes, I am. It's alive. It must be.
Lock him up. We'll search the train and find it, whatever it is, and destroy it.
But if it's alive...
I want this kept quiet. I don't want to panic the passengers.
My glass is empty.
Oh, forgive me. My mind was elsewhere.
What is it?
I'm sorry. I can't tell you.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. Haven't we met?
I don't believe so.
Yes, at the Governor's Palace, General Wang.
You're mistaken.
Of course, I beg your pardon. It was somebody else. What's the matter?
The eye of that fish. It's white.
Naturally, it's boiled.
Boiled. Yes. Is it true you're a doctor? Ask me when I finish my dinner. It's urgent. What are the symptoms? He's dead. You saw him. Oh, that one. There's nothing I can do for him. Now there's one more dead. One of my soldiers. The same white eyes. I want to know the cause of death. Who's dead? Keep your nose out of it. You didn't hear anything. Excuse me. Is Professor Sexton's fossil still at large? I think the fossil, or whatever it is, escaped. Jumped off the train. Miss Jones, I shall need your assistance.
Yes, well, at your age, I'm not surprised.
With an autopsy.
Oh, well, that's different.
Very curious.
A genetic defect, obviously.
Scalpel?
Mm-hmm.
Can you keep that still? What is he doing?
Tree pen.
Don't get up, please. I see you have decided to dine alone, Sir Alexander.
I've eaten in worse circumstances and in worse company.
And so.
Here you are, Doctor.
You're in bad humor because you've lost your box of bones.
That box of bones, madame, could have solved many of the riddles of science. If the theory of evolution is confirmed, if the science of biology is revolutionized, if the very origin of man is determined.
I have heard of evolution. It's immoral.
It's a fact. And there's no morality in a fact.
And what about the baggage man? And that poor thief at the station?
What about them?
They are dead. Was your creature responsible for that?
Probably.
And you don't care?
A baggage man and a thief? You're right, madame. I don't care as much as I should.
Can you tell me how he died?
Smooth as a baby's bottom. You saw this man today and he was normal.
Absolutely.
It must be a mutation, a freak of nature.
What's so special about this brain?
Learning and memory are engraved on the normal brain, leaving a wrinkled surface. This brain has been drained. The memory has been removed, like chalk erased from a blackboard.
Come in.
Thank you. It's all yours.
I won't be long.
Miss, it's Dr. Wells. Miss, are you all right? Miss, are you there?
Come in.
Feeling better?
Yes. Anything wrong?
That woman who was killed. The engineer, you know, the chess player. He told me that she was an international spy.
Yes, I know.
Oh, you do? Well, could that fact have had anything to do with her death?
What do you think?
Dr. Wells and I performed an autopsy on her. Her brain was completely smooth, just like the baggage man's. Everything had been erased. Now, I have a theory about this.
I'm only a policeman, Professor. I don't have much education.
Well, I'd make it simple. Supposing that creature, the one you killed, was capable of taking ideas directly from other people's brains and transferring them to its own.
You mean it sucked other people's brains?
Absorbed through the eyes. That was our first clue. The eyes going white.
Then, if the beast had absorbed your brains, all of your education would have gone into its brain. It would have been as clever as you.
Much more so, because what it had taken from me would have been added to the learning that it already had.
Professor, spy, baggage man, and thief. What was the creature looking for?
Well, that we'll never know, now that it's dead. And yet...
What?
A creature like that. How would it ever die?
Inspector?
What is it?
I found this. The animal had it.
The animal had it?
Give it to me. It belonged to Count Petrovsky.
How do you know?
I saw him put it in the safe.
Steel, harder than a diamond. That's why the spies are after it. French, German, English. But they're wasting their time. What really matters is the formula. And that, gentleman, is safe. Up here.
What happened to the girl? The spy?
She's dead. The fossil, or whatever it was, killed her. But there's no more danger, Countess.
Beast is not dead.
I put 4 bullets into him.
You think evil can be killed with bullets? Satan lives. The unholy one is among us. Oh, Shamo, Shamo, Shamo.
Actress Monica Hayes here. Hey you, sit back down, don't go nowhere. We have a lot more coming your way.
For our patrons, men, women, boys, girls. Through the cooperation of leading business places, you may now have free admission to this theater. Ask for dividend tickets when you shop at Dividend tickets will be accepted on all standard box office priced films. So take a circular with you today and start saving dividend tickets tomorrow when you shop. See your next movie completely free.
And now, on with the show.
Hey, welcome back to After Hours Cinema. I'm Rachel Waits, and tonight I got some special treats for you, featuring father and son horror movie legends Lon Chaney Sr. and Lon Chaney Jr. First up, we have the trailer to Lon Chaney Sr.'s silent classic Phantom of the Opera, with its groundbreaking special effects makeup, which is a personal favorite of mine, as you can all see.
Excellent.
cowards.
Lon Chaney's acting and special effects makeup career would later be told in the biopic, The Man of a Thousand Faces, starring James Cagney. As to Lon Chaney Jr., he would eventually follow in his father's footsteps, portraying classic characters like the Wolfman, Frankenstein, and the Mummy, just to name a few. But tonight, we are going to showcase another jungle and swamp-themed B-movie starring him, 1959's The Alligator People.
Inside this strange, forbidding plantation, on the edge of the death-laden bayous, there is a horror beyond belief. A scientist turns his cobalt rays on the revolting, scaly monarchs of the swamps to transform men into hideous, living gargoyles, whose faces must be forever hidden from human sight.
You didn't have to hit him. Quickest, simplest way, Doctor. But these are people. You don't handle them like animals.
Beverly Garland as the unwelcome visitor, haunted by the fear that the man she loves has become one of them.
What are you doing? I'm not leaving here, Mrs. Hawthorne, until I get the answers to the questions that brought me here. What have you done with my husband?
Lon Chaney as the hook-armed, hate-maddened Cajun.
I'll kill you, alligator man! Just like I'd kill any four-legged gator!
Suspense that will clutch you like quicksand. Pulling you down into bottomless depths of suffocating horror.
Hope you enjoyed those retro trailers. Before I go, I wanted to give a special After Hours Cinema shout out to fellow host Halloween Jack and the Bone Jangler. along with everyone at the Monster Channel. Thanks so much for your support.
Hi, I'm actress Pamela Such, and it's intermission time.
Good evening. It's intermission time. Our service is friendly and quick. You'll find hot dogs, hamburgers, pizza, your favorite candies, hot and cold beverages, and other delicious snacks. So add to your fun of watching the movie. Visit our refreshment stand right now. We're glad to have you with us tonight. We hope you'll come to see us often. It's great to get out to the movies.
Check out these shows available now on Fearflix.
And welcome to another collection of frightfully good films from Fearflix, Gothic Horrors, with me, your host, Malvolia, the Queen of Screams.
Hey, I'm Pamela Such. You know me from all the Wave movies. And here we are, we're going to play Curse of the Swamp Creature 2.
Hello guys, I'm Rachel Waits.
And I'm Elise Costin.
Welcome to Silent Screams.
I'm Pamela Such. I'm Monica Hayes. Thank you for tuning in to 70s Grindout on Fearflix.
Hey y'all, I'm Sherry Davis, your host for this wild and untamed collection of horror films from Fearflix. We wrangled up a selection of Texas horrors for this one. Welcome to Lone Star Horrors.
These shows, movies, and much more available now on Fearflix. Download it on your Roku channel store today.
And now meet the star of our show. Symbol of a treat that quality made famous. America's most famous ice cream treat. Eskimo pie. Creamy, delicious ice cream made even more exciting with smooth, rich chocolate coating. And wearing the label of quality, known the world over. Eskimo pie, the treat you know is tops because it carries its pledge of quality right on the back of the bag. Be sure you save the bags for valuable premiums. Get famous Eskimo pie at our refreshment stand now. It's America's anytime taste treat. Finest ice cream, finest chocolate. It's delicious.
And welcome back to the show. Now for our second segment, we have the Queen of Screams herself, Malvolia.
Good evening, my victims. I hope you all are having a dreadful evening.
I'm sure everyone is. And thank you once again for coming on the air tonight.
It's my pleasure, darling. After all, I do all my victim hunting in the wee hours of the morning when no one expects.
Right. I mean, I'm sure it's the best way to do that. Okay, so we should go ahead and start off with some listener questions. So let's go ahead and get our first caller on the air. Hey, Steve, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Great. Well, you're live on the air, and I understand you have a question for the Queen.
Oh, yeah, I do. And thanks for taking my call. Okay, so Malovia.
It's Malvolia, darling.
Okay, so Malovia.
Malvolia.
Okay, whatever. Look, would you ever do nudity or send me some nudes or something like that? Because, wow, I would really kill for something like that.
Kill, huh? Listen to me closely, Steve. Listen to what I tell you. You're going to do what I say. Do you hear me, Steve?
Yes, Queen Malvolia.
Okay, good boy. What I want you to do is go into your kitchen and grab a knife. The sharpest knife you can find.
Yes, my queen.
Okay, great. You're doing great, Steve. Okay, now what I want you to do is take that knife and forcefully shove it into your neck so you never disrespect another female ever again.
Steve. Steve. Looks like we lost Steve, guys. But we do have another caller. Tim? Tim. Are you there, Tim?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey there, Tim. You're live on the air. Go ahead and ask your question.
Hey, yeah, so, Malvolia, so, like, I know you're this dominatrix, like, chick, and, like, I'm sure you're great at controlling shit, but when are you gonna let a man, like, show you what's up?
Really, darling? Is that really an appropriate question to ask?
Well, like, yeah. I mean, I could show you, you know.
I'd really, really like to see that.
Yeah? Hey, what's going on? I can't see. What the f? Ah!
Wow. Okay. Looks like he hung up. Good, because we can't have that kind of language on the air. Anyway, sorry about that.
Maybe you should apologize for all the inappropriate questions your fans have asked me. You know what? Maybe you shouldn't say anything at all. Ugh. The things you have to deal with in the entertainment business. Well, lucky me, I can handle any situation.
Remember what I mentioned to you about Michael?
You saw me standing alone.
If you're going to continue to work with him,
without a dream in my heart,
I would be very cautious.
Without a love of my own.
Do not let Michael take you down with him. Don't do that. Okay? I mean that.
It's showtime.
Specimen job.
What do you expect to find in the eye fluid?
Don't know.
This is incredible.
What? It's the last thing the creature saw.
Police inspector.
The image has been retained in the fluid. Exactly. The creature's visual memory is located not in its brain, but in the eye itself. Can you identify anything? It's a Brontosaurus. A pterodactyl. Incredible. This is not a map. It can only be the Earth, seen from space.
I hope I'm not intruding. People on the train are becoming afraid, Professor.
People on long journeys become bored, madame. They crave excitement.
Then there's no more danger.
It's all finished.
And what about your science? The evolution you were talking about.
Look for yourself.
Come here, Pujado. There's something I want to show you. Look.
Bоже мой. It is the Holy Rite. On the second day he created the earth. Where did you get it? There, from the creature's eye. The eye of Satan. Nonsense. There's a scientific explanation. You know it? No. Not yet. For the fall. Before Satan was banished from the throne of God, the evil one looked down from heaven and did see... Rubbish!
Pujarkov! Pujarkov! Where is he?
I don't know.
He's gone mad.
I'll look in the baggage car.
Right.
Looking for the thief, Miss Jones?
You know about it.
What's all the fuss?
You get back that eye, and there's 1,000 rubles in it for you.
1,000 rubles for an eye?
There's something in it. Pictures.
Pictures of what?
Pictures of the Earth in prehistoric times. Pictures of the Earth seen from space.
Who else has seen such pictures?
Dr. Wells, Professor Saxon, and that pretty countess.
I see. In your head of any use? Another killing.
Stop the train!
No right!
I want to get off!
There's no law!
Quiet! There's been talk about getting off the train. Well, you can forget it.
I'll complain to the authorities.
I'm not one of your musics.
If necessary, I'll shoot anyone who tries to stop the train.
Shoot! Shoot, you stupid Russian!
Who else has seen such pictures?
Dr. Wells, Professor Saxon, and that pretty countess. Wells, Saxon, countess. Wells, Saxon, countess. Wells, Saxon, countess.
Wells, is this creature dead or not? If it is, who killed Miss Jones?
Do you have any idea?
No, Inspector, I haven't, but I've asked the conductor to wire ahead to stop the train at the next station.
What's the idea?
Tell me who you are. Tell me. I will serve you. I want to help you.
It's like some contagious disease. Well, if there's a disease, there must be symptoms. Fever?
You could take everyone's temperature.
The eyes. Why do their eyes go white?
It's true what they say about those horrible white eyes.
Oh, that part is true enough.
Ah, Inspector. It's only you now.
What about me?
Your eyes. We must examine your eyes, too.
Certainly.
Perhaps you should test for radiation or other invisible rays.
X-rays? Well, it's a thought, but on this train, how would we go about it?
Are you a scientist?
An engineer, but I try to keep up with things.
That's to be admired.
Inspector, I suggest you tell all these people to stay together, in groups or in pairs, so that if anything does happen to anybody, then somebody can raise the alarm. On no account must anybody be left alone. Use of the train.
The train will be here in exactly 14 minutes.
14 minutes.
Yes, Your Honor. That's what it says here. Doesn't say it in words, Your Honor, but in code. It's like another language.
I know about telegraphs, little papa. I know about trains. I know about electrical currents. On your feet, everybody! Outside, full pack! Even though I still believe in God, I don't like to be made a fool of.
No, Your Honor. I wouldn't do that.
Tell me, little father. You believe in the devil?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, good. Send a telegram. Tell him that Captain Kazan, he knows that a horse has 4 legs. He knows that a murderer has 2 arms. But still, the devil must be afraid of one honest Cossack,
Earth gravity. You know how to measure it?
How to measure gravity?
What I would like to know is, can gravity be overcome?
If you mean, can man get beyond the gravitational field of the Earth into space? Not yet, but any day now.
Someday?
There is a mathematics professor. His name is Tsiolkovsky. He has ideas about rockets. Machines that can fly free of the Earth's gravity. You know him? Tchaikovsky was one of my teachers. He was like a father to me. But why would a man like you be interested? What do you think is behind all this, Excellency?
Look at this. That's what we saw under the microscope. It shows the Earth, as it might look from space.
What does it mean?
It means that millions of years ago, something, some form of intelligence, came to the Earth from another planet. The atmosphere of the Earth was new to it, different. But it learned how to survive.
How?
By entering into the body and brain of an Earth creature, the fossil that I found and brought with me.
And this thing from another planet survived the fossil, then came to life again?
Exactly.
Go on, Professor.
The animal that you shot was only the host. And when that animal died, the alien intelligence transferred somehow to another host. It's alive in someone on this train.
You're a very good detective. You discovered everything except who is now the host.
And that's our next step.
Thought this might come in handy.
Oh, good idea.
Two of you together. That's fine. But what if one of you is the monster?
Monster? We're British, you know. But you must have seen something.
I told you, I was asleep. He knew about the white eyes. He told me.
When you fell asleep, the lights were on. And when you woke up?
They were off.
Are you sure?
Positive. It was dark. I'd put the lights on. And that's when I found him beside me.
When we did the test, the lights were on.
Master. Inspector. This steel at high temperatures, what happens to it? It gets stronger. What temperatures, for example? 10 or 12,000 degrees. Where on earth would you get such temperatures? Nowhere on earth.
That's absurd. What's all this doomsday stuff? Doomsday stuff. Doomsday stuff. Doomsday stuff. Doomsday stuff. Doomsday stuff. Doomsday stuff. Doomsday stuff.
Doomsday stuff. Doomsday stuff. Doomsday stuff. Doomsday stuff. Doomsday stuff.
Whatever your choice from the snack bar, things go better with Coke.
'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house, not a creature was left living.
His hands. Somebody cut off his hands.
Silent Night, Bloody Night, starring Patrick O'Neill and Astrid Heron.
Yeah, Butler wasn't kidding. Nobody's lived here for years.
Don't laugh at me. I want your ID. Some maniac escaped from Margaretville.
Would you like to drive there?
Also starring John Carradine. Was the night before Christmas, and all through the house, not a creature was left living. Silent Night, Bloody Night.
Seven up, we see the light of 7 up.
We couldn't have made it through the day without something to show the way, that something keeps us going.
And you can't make it through the night if you don't have some kind of light that's showing.
7 up, 7 up, we see the light of 7 up, 7 up, 7 up, we see the light of 7 up, 7 up.
Hey, and welcome back to our third and final break of tonight's movie, Horror Express. I can't wait to see what kind of lessons learned Pamela and Monica have lined up for us. Believe me, if anyone can handle an icy snow beast, it's Pamela, who might go all warriors of the apocalypse on this creature.
Hi, I'm Pamela Such.
I'm Monica Hayes. We hope you're enjoying After Hours Cinema. You're watching Horror Express.
Wow, this frozen ape-like body-hopping alien on the Trans-Siberian Express that has eyes that see right through you and then sucks the knowledge right out of your brain to further its own wisdom. What a concept. They call it a fossil. Well, that's one powerful fossil.
I agree. Another great flick. I specifically enjoyed the setting. Way better than the trains we have today. Well, I guess the monk knew all along there was evil on that train, though he tried to warn everyone and no one believed him.
Now for a few lessons. We all know the one already. Always trust your furry friend, the most loyal and loving creatures on the planet. One question that arises in my mind that I'm still torn on: should the Countess have worn red or blue?
I like red.
Well, she wore blue, but she looked so awesome in that blue.
She did. But she could have also worn a potato sack and looked just as hot.
Exactly. And one more thought. I was a little confused on this. I mean, the one hairy arm in the pocket syndrome, why did he have one hairy arm? Why didn't he have two?
No, you're right.
Or why did he have any hairy arms?
I don't know, it's like he stopped in mid-morph.
Oh, the mid-morph syndrome.
It's morphin' time! I know they were on a train and everything and really had nowhere to run to, but my lesson learned here today is if you see something staring at you with glowing red eyes, here's a thought. You turn around and don't stare at it, and find a place to run and hide. Run like an athlete and get the heck out of Dodge.
And now my most important lesson of all, don't reopen old wounds. I mean, if you have closure with something that didn't work out the first time, like a relationship, a job, it could be anything, don't try to go back and think that it's going to be like all better the second time. That's like opening Pandora's box. I mean, move forward. Don't let something dormant and finished come back again.
I agree. Let sleeping dogs lie and run like an athlete. Well, we hope you enjoyed the rest of this great flick on After Hours Cinema. Come join us next time for more lessons learned.
And if you enjoyed this body swap flick, check out some of the rare finds at SirenTales.com. There's also sneak peek pictures and info on my new series, Soul Traveler. The first segment will soon be released if you love body hops and possessions.
I don't know about you guys, but I learned a lot. So without further ado, let's get to the finale of Horror Express.
And now, on with the show.
The Tsar will hear of this. I'll have you sent to Siberia.
I am in Siberia.
This is Countess Irina Petrovska. And I'm Count Marian Petrovsky.
Oh, Your Excellencies, I'm sorry. Of course, the Count and Countess are exempt from our orders. Please, escort them to their car. Peasants. Peasants! Are you a countess?
I'm an American, and I'm not accustomed to being bullied by foreigners. That man, he's the one who wouldn't let us get off the train. He's responsible.
Your Excellency, I'm a police inspector.
Everybody's under arrest. Including you. Who are the killers? Who are the troublemakers? Who are the foreign influences, huh? Oh! Don't worry. I'll smoke them out.
What is he raving about?
You English believe in free speech, don't you, huh?
Certainly. If instead of babbling nonsense, you'd investigate this properly.
Oh, this is outrageous.
So, you're a police inspector, huh?
Yes, Captain. Mirov is my name.
Mirov? Oh, Mirov. That's a good Russian name, Mirov. Tell me, Mirov, what do you know about all the filth that's going on here, huh?
Filth?
Oh, come on, Inspector. Certainly you know what I'm doing here, don't you? You just point out the suspects, and I promise you I'll get the truth out of them.
You're mistaken, sir.
Mistaken? Fool!
Get back! Get back! Back! I will put a curse on your heads.
He has the evil eye.
Huh?
Beware the wrath of Satan.
Cool, huh? On your knees, monk.
We must try and stop this.
He was trying to protect you. Why?
He's mad.
Who are you?
I told you, a policeman.
One look at them and you're dead.
Coming to me, Satan. Thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory. Thy will be done on earth as it is in hell.
Now anything that moves near that door, kill it.
But what if the monk is innocent?
We got lots of innocent monks. All right, let's move these peasants out of here. Quickly!
kills in the dark. He can't play his little tricks in a strong light.
The others.
What about you?
I'll be all right. Go on.
Will you take this?
You know, in spite of everything, Pujadov had a certain affection for you. Yet you humiliated him often, even in front of the Countess.
You killed him.
If you want to kill Pujardov, it's too late.
I see you hanged.
The poor monk. He loved you more than he loved the promise of heaven.
Over there. Quickly, over there. You've been behind me.
It would be a mistake to kill me.
Who are you?
In words, it's difficult. I am a form of energy occupying this shell.
Where do you come from?
Another galaxy. I came with others like myself. I was left behind. An accident. I survived in protozoans, fish, vertebrates. The history of your planet is part of me. Pull the trigger, and you will end it.
What am I to do with you?
Let me go.
That's not possible.
It is possible. I will teach you to end disease, pain, hunger.
Wait!
There's something more.
Thank God! Stand back, please. Make room.
Says to stop the express when it goes through the switching point.
Hey, that means killing everybody on board.
That's what it says. Maybe there's a war. Maybe it's war.
Well, that's a wrap on 1972's Horror Express, starring horror legends Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing. As you can see, this movie's undoubtedly one of the crown jewels of the public domain canon. Is anyone like me, though, feeling a touch sorry for the creature? Sounds like he was just trying to make it home. But nevertheless, I think it's safe to say Cushing, Lee, and Savalas' performance helped elevate the film above a lot of genre films of the era. The director also does a great job of sucking the viewer into the confined atmosphere of the doomed train barreling across the frozen landscape of Russia. Of course, after watching Snowpiercer, this creature seems a little more benevolent, just saying. Since it's falling into the public domain, this film has become a horror host staple, being featured by the likes of Elvira, Lamia with Horror Hotel, and Creature Features, just to name a few. I think it's pretty safe to say the film earns the after-hours cinema seal of approval, like a film featuring legends Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing wouldn't. But anyway, be sure to tune in next week. Until then, I'm your host, Lee Turner, and let's keep those B movies rolling, guys.